Okay guys, this is Eddie, if you want to call me Eddie or Edwin Toro from Sweet Wanderings with Edwin Toro. I'm here at the country house and I'm going to tell you about my life now a little more revelations. Saraswati right there and Cirilo, the black one is Cirilo. Saraswati is the baby. And there's another doggy over there from the gate. That's Shanti, Vedic names. Not Cirilo, but anyhow. I was once a Bhakti yogi, a Hare Krishna as people say. I was once a Hare Krishna or a Bhakti yogi, and that's the main reason probably why India got on my map, why it got on my radar. It was not on my radar in terms of places to visit or go to, or much less live in. So I was a Hare Krishna. I had a guru. I had taken first initiation, Diksha Guru, and then I took the Brahminical initiation, the second one, where I asked the guru to be my guru, to accept me as a student, so all of that. I went to India primarily because of all of this. I was a pujari, I was a Western Brahmin, I did Gayatri mantra three times a day, all of these things. Right now I'm here in Colombia, but by the time you see this video, either I will be in France or in Spain or in India, because this, I'm making the video now in January, but 2021, but it'll be programmed for that time. And the next clip you're gonna see in a moment. Right now you're seeing this as a small little screen with the pictures, photos of my time in India and everything. And yeah, you'll see the Hare Krishna temple in downtown Medellin. That was the main one. The Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadra deities there, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So stay tuned for all of that and more things that I will tell about my experience in India of the different places. Okay guys, so that was the end of that. This was one of my first awesome experiences in India, in Mumbai, to be able to see this wedding, this Vedic style wedding in Mumbai, Maharashtra. So it was awesome listening to the music, seeing these people so festive. These were the groom's friends, and all of that is a flower arrangement entry. I was completely, totally, and outright automatically connected to India once I entered Indian airspace. I was so happy to be there. This was on the second night I was there, if I remember properly, right off Marine Drive and everything, the Queen's Necklace, that promenade, and this is at a cricket field, and I was just feeling electrified by India. Here I'm just walking towards a banyan tree there, a big Bodhi tree or whatever. The locals there, they have a statue of Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, and they say this is a tree where he meditated after reaching enlightenment. And I was told about the locals by this in the place where I was staying, the Airbnb Senamura guest house there in the Gangabiga village, and it was awesome, right outside of Bodhgaya. I felt so connected to all of India, and I still do. And that's why I'm already here, or I'm about to get there. I'm maybe in Spain or I'm in France, I don't know, because I'm making this video right now. In January, I'm doing the voiceover, and this is such a awesome place. Listen to these children at the Senamura guest house. The school is right next to it. Prema Meta Prema, orphan school and for poor children. It's awesome. I was so connected with these children, and they're so nice, and the people there, people of India are beautiful and so kind in general. I don't care what my brother or other people who have had some bad experiences with some people from India in the United States or in other countries. Not everybody's like that. Prema Meta, Orphans Trust. If you want to do volunteer work, look at that information. They take on teachers because it's a non-profit school, and the Japanese government helps out because the guy Anup, who is married to a Japanese woman, they run the guest house, and half of the proceeds they make from the guest house, it's reinvested in the school. And the Japanese government helps out because the man's woman is Japanese. This is on the beach in Puri, Jagannath Puri, Gulf of Bengal. That's a sunrise. The people go to the beach there to do their morning Gayatri and offerings to the ocean. I felt so spiritual, so spiritually connected and awakened there. I mean, I had been trying to go to India for 5 years until I finally made it there in 2019. Ever since 2014, when I was initiated into the Bhakti Yoga line. Yoga has 8 lines, or 8 major lines. Bhakti Yoga is one of them. The yoga of devotion, of love, and being Radha Krishna the center of that. And Puri is just magical. I spent 4 days and I gotta go back, and I am going back. And wow.
Hello.
I mean, I'm doing it French
How are you?
style. These children here
Fine.
are so beautiful. I was teaching them
Say
to speak
hola.
Spanish. So listen.
¿Cómo
Listen,
están? ¿Cómo están? That is, how are you in Spanish?
Oh.
Say saludos. Saludos. Say saludos desde
Desde
la India.
la India,
Mucho amor
mucho amor
y compasión.
y compasión.
Vengan
Vengan
a nuestra casa.
a nuestra casa.
Nuestra casa.
Nuestra casa.
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 Casa. House.
Casa. House.
Yes, house. Casa. Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Ciao.
Ciao.
I mean, the children were so beautiful there in Bodhgaya. It was not in Bodhgaya. It's outside of Bodhgaya, a small village, 20 minutes walking from that area. Such a beautiful place. Such beautiful people. So this is a temple there in Puri, about 2-3 blocks away from one of the corners of the Jagannath temple complex there in Puri. I stumbled upon this place, and it was awesome to see this initiation or ritual or ceremony for a child with a Brahmin and all and everything. It was awesome to experience that. And then here I'm walking up into the village of Gargi. These are the children in Gargi. They're right above Manikaran in the Parvati Valley. The energy there is so great. I loved it. It's a 4.5 kilometer or mile hike up. I don't remember if it's kilometers or miles, but it's a hike. There's no other way to get up here. No roads, just paths like that. And you see all this beauty, you hike it up. Go light. I loved it. The energy, the Shakti, the Shanti.
Namaste.
Shanti and Shakti. It was awesome. The people. These are the Barabar caves. That's a bus passing, not a bus, a truck, a Lada, a Russian vehicle here in Colombia. And Barabar caves where Lord Buddha, Gautama, Siddhartha Gautama meditated after enlightenment in Bodhgaya, as the story goes. And I was there checking it out, the Barabar caves in the state of Bihar. Wow, it was awesome. I have to explore it more. I was only there for a little while. Look at this. This was so beautiful to see a cow, a bull or a cow. That's a bull and a dog coexisting together, hugging each other, touching each other. This was in Puri, and I didn't see this once, but many times with different dogs and even dogs and cats together. Wow, this is up in the Gargi village again. I love India. I gotta tell all of you guys that are from India or are watching this in India or are from India but live somewhere else in the world, I love India. My heart is in India. This is the Himachal Pradesh area, Parvati Valley. This is the village of Gargi. It's out of the way. This is not a touristic place. The people that go there is because they want to get away from everything, disconnect. You got nothing up there except the homes of the villagers. That's it. You don't have a store, a restaurant. The only restaurant is the one little restaurant at the place where I stayed, at the Airbnb, the what is it? Sunview Cafe. Look for it on the internet, on Airbnb or whatever. Sunview Cafe. And when you're walking up the path, you see it painted on some rocks. This way, Sunview Cafe above Manikaran. This is a chai stall in Varanasi. Chai, I love chai. I fell in love with chai in India. Before I went to India, I had chai for the first time that I remember at the Fort Lauderdale airport when I went to visit my mom in New York in 2018. Pizza sandwich, vegetarian sandwich. I think this is 35 rupees. That's 50 cents at that time with the exchange rate at the bus station there in Delhi, in Old Delhi. And then this is where I took the bus to Rishikesh. Oh, I loved Rishikesh. But this is in Delhi, near the Red Fort and everything. Yes, right near the Red Fort. And the Masjid, Jamal Masjid, the Muslim mosque and all. And wow, I loved being in India. It was all such an adventure. Yes, I had some headaches there, here, and there. Well, I mean, who doesn't? And all places have things that might be a problem for us. The problem is not the place, it's us, how we interpret the place sometimes. We're human. We're having human experiences. We're not even human. We're having a human experience. I went to India for the spiritual aspects of India. And look, speaking of spiritual, this is at the Triveni Sangam there in Allahabad, in Prayagraj. And they're doing the pujas there and everything. This is during the Kumbh Mela in 2019. I was there in February, right there. And this was already at the tail end of the Kumbh Mela. I had the big part had already passed, and still there were millions of people there. I mean, you cannot really fathom how many people were there. This is just what you see with the camera. But there were many, many more people, and I loved it all. I didn't take a dip, but I did splash the water on my head and everything. I should have taken the dip, but I guess I was stupid. This is in Rishikesh, but I'll go back to the Kumbh Mela when the time when I'm there already. I'm already there probably when you're watching this. And the dog and the monkeys are teaching the dog. It was such a cool experience there, right by the Ram Jula Bridge. This is walking towards the Ram Jula Bridge, and I think that's a post office right there. What is it called? Gar? Tikat Gar is different. I forgot how they call it. Dak Gar, the post office. I'm learning Hindi. I'm studying Hindi a lot now, so I can remember. Dak Gar means post office in Hindi. Well, my pronunciation is quite off, but hey, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it because I love India. Jai Hindi, Jai Hindi, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mahadev, Jai Rishikesh, Jai Bharat. This is the Parvati Valley again. And I'm looking at Manikaran from the top view. This is when I was leaving Gargi and I was walking down towards Manikaran. That's Manikaran below, and that's the Parvati River and the Parvati Valley going towards Tosh or whatever in the north there, or whatnot, other places where trekkers, campers, and hikers go. Parvati Valley is happening. Look at this. This is in March. Snow-capped mountains and everything. This is Bhalyani. I'm on the rooftop of the place where I stayed in the village of Bhalyani in Kulu, the district of Kulu, Himachal Pradesh. Like I said, the energy, the stuff. I was the only foreigner in this little village. This is not a touristic place. And I asked the guy, the native there, Anuj Thakur, I said, Anuj, how many foreigners come here? People from other countries or from around the world, or white people, come here every year? He says, well, probably 4 or 5 maximum. And I asked him, how many have come this year in 2019? And he said, no, you're the first one. And this was at the beginning of March. I had already left Rishikesh. Wow, and it was awesome. And I was there for the Krishna festival in March, some festival they hold there. And this is where the vehicles come up to. From there, you got to take a 15-minute to 20-minute walk to the village. This is the outskirts of the village. There are no cars in the village. It was awesome. Oh my goodness, I can't stop talking. I mean, the words cannot describe what I felt. Look at this. That Vedic wedding I told you about in Mumbai. Again, another clip. Words cannot describe what I feel for India, for Bharat, for the people, for the Shakti, the Shanti, for the spiritual endeavors, for that meditation, for the yoga. Words cannot. Words cannot. What do you guys say? I'm talking a lot. What do you guys say? Leave your opinions. Leave your comments down below in the comments section. What do you say about India? What can you tell me? How do you see all of this? I mean, let us know. I'm interested. I don't know if this clip is repeating itself again, but what does it matter? It's beautiful. I'm breathless. I'm speechless. Okay, so we're here back in the village of Bhalyani. This is the Bhalyani village, and I'm going to be showing you. I'm walking towards it. I'm inside of it now. I mean, it's so energizing. I felt so elated. Right now, I'm just nostalgic. I want to return. I want to be there now. I don't want to wait until October, but I have to wait. People are so lovely. There's so many adventures to go on in India. I'm going to stay in India. I'm going to live in India. If I could get a permanent resident visa, I will take it. I will make my home there and buy a home there. I hope, I'm wishing, I'm visualizing these YouTube channels getting strong and making good money and saving money, so I can buy a nice little home there somewhere in India where I feel that I want to settle down and stay there for the rest of my life. And if chance should have it, but there's no chance, there is no coincidence. The chaos we think the universe has and the world has is not chaotic. It's beautiful. It's got harmony. We think it's chaotic, but that's just our crazy interpretation. Oh, Badsha, the dog, Badsha, a Himalayan shepherd dog. He's such a beautiful dog. They're in Gargi. That's in Gargi. That's Teku's dog. Teku, what's up, Teku? Hey, Teku, how you doing, Teku? And Atul, and Alex from Australia, and Libio from Italia, and from Japan, I forgot his name. From Japan, I forgot the guy, the surfer, the Japanese dude, and Kamesh, or Kamlesh, the kid, half Indian, half Nepali. And the other guy, I forgot his name, Mintu, what's up to all of you? This is back in Bhalyani. Hey, Banana Patch. Hey, Bitcoin owner. What's up, Banana Patch? What's up, Bitcoin owner? You guys should travel to India. Maybe you'll feel a connection. Maybe you won't. India is not for everybody. Just like Colombia is not for everybody. Just like the United States is not for everybody. But if you want to travel to a place that is full of Shakti, meaning energy, and Shanti, meaning peace, and to maybe find yourself, if you can't find yourself in Colombia, US or Europe or Argentina or Venezuela, wherever you live, Mexico, Russia, Ukraine, and you can find yourself in India like I did, then go. There's the possibility. There are no guarantees. What's up, everybody? H in the Groove. Everybody that's following my channel, the ones I haven't mentioned, a shout out to all of you. This is Rishikesh. I love Rishikesh. There's so much. If you want to be more in comfort and good stuff and still practice some spiritual life, Rishikesh is a place for foreigners. This is the yoga capital of the world. The yoga capital. I felt so happy here. I was going to be there originally for 3 days and I extended it to 10 days. I eliminated other places I was going to visit in Himachal Pradesh. This is Uttarakhand. This place is an awesome falafel and fries and veggie burgers. This whole place is spiritual. There is no meat, no booze, no liquor here. None of that. No beer, no liquor, no booze. And you meet so many interesting and cool people from all over the world. Look, a barber shop, a haircutting place outside. You could get a haircut. I'm keeping my hair short from now on. The Shambhala Cafe there in Rishikesh is awesome. You gotta go there. Words cannot describe. The energy is just electrifying. At least it was for me. The food was great. The company sitting on the floor overlooking the Ganga River. This is the Paramat Nikatan Paramat Ashram with Guruji. And I walked through it a little bit. Gabriel Traveler, Gabriel Morris from San Francisco, USA. He's the first person I started following, the first person that I saw a video about India, about anything about India, and especially about Rishikesh. And because of Gabriel Traveler, thank you, bro. Thank you, Gabe. Gabriel Traveler, I recommend you follow his videos. He's always traveling around the world. He's been doing it since he was 18, 19 years old. The guy's like 45 years old now, or 46. Gabe, follow him. He's a mellow dude, gives a lot of history sometimes about places, talks about this and that. Gabriel Traveler, back at Shambhala Cafe. This place is electrifying. So Gabriel Traveler, look for him on YouTube. I recommend it. I follow him. He does nice videos showing places, talking, just relaxing, being mellow about everything. And look at that. That's right there, the foothills of the Himalayas. And that guy, that German guy right there, I forgot his name. He's the one that showed me Shambhala Cafe. He took me to this place. If it wasn't for that German dude, I would never have visited Shambhala Cafe. Thanks. I don't remember his name. I think his name was Christoph, but I don't remember for sure. But thanks to him, we went to a spiritual music session, healing session. We met there because we met at the little falafel place down there in the lower part of Tapovan. And thanks to that, bro, man. Blessings to you, bro. This place is called Braham Yoga. Braham Yoga. I had some Ayurvedic and Marma therapy there for 2 days, and I'm going back. I'm going back when I'm in India this year. If I'm not there already, when you're watching this video, I'm going to do a 14-day detox. Look, they have this thing, the whole thing there. Ayurvedic Shirodhara, I did that one. I think I did that one too, but I got the other one, the Shirodhara, for sure. I remember that. And this is right next to the Ganga Beach, like 2 blocks up from the Ram Jula Bridge. Okay, I was going to talk about me, myself, and I, not just this experience. Yes, I was a Hare Krishna and everything. I left it because I don't want to follow anybody anymore, any spiritual organization. Where there is any spiritual organization, like an organization like this, that, Amat, or whatever you want to call them, there is hierarchy. And where there is hierarchy, there is power. And power means telling people what to do and abuse. And I don't want any of that anymore. Whoever wants to do those things, that's your call, your decision. I am not into any of those things anymore. I do appreciate the time I spent with the Hare Krishnas for 4 years and some months, something like that, and being a pujari and doing the Ayurvedic fasts. I used to do those, what are they called? I forgot the name of them. I forgot the name, but it was good. I forgot the name. I studied the Mahabharat a lot, the Chaitanya Charitamrita. I studied the Bhagavad Gita, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and many other Vedic texts in the Rig Veda. I don't remember much now, but I have no regrets. I loved practicing that spiritual life and going on those spiritual retreats to Bogota here in Colombia when we used to go to Varshana. The guru I had, I don't have a guru anymore, and everything. Life is my guru. People, the things people do, what animals do, the way they live, those are my gurus, like the 24 gurus in the Srimad Bhagavatam. I think it's Canto 11 or Canto 12, whatever. Oh, yeah. And I've gone through a lot of pain and heartaches and breakups and stuff and disappointments and disillusionment with family and friends and being let down. I've let down people as well and everything. I haven't been no angel either, no little snow angel or whatever. But look at that, the Ganga River there in Rishikesh. I meditated there a couple of times, or at least attempted to meditate. A lot of thoughts going through my mind. But I'm on the spiritual path, my own path. I'm forging my own path. I follow nobody. Siddhartha Gautama said it best: follow no one. Be your own light. Be thy own light. When you follow other people, it's never authentic. You can get teachings from others and employ them into your life, but don't revere anybody. Don't be a slave to any person or anything. You are your own light. You just haven't discovered it yet or remembered it. It's there inside of you. Where is Cirilo and Saraswati? Okay, they're here. Sorry, my little doggies, puppies. Mango Garden Cafe there in Rishikesh. Awesome place. Mango Garden Cafe. That was just a place right there before. And I went through a lot of stuff. When I came back when I was in the United States of America, I was born and raised there. Born in New York City, Queens, New York, Elmhurst. And I grew up in South Carolina until I was almost 12 years old. And then New York for 7 years until I left when I finished high school. I didn't want to be in New York, never did. But I still appreciate the School of Hard Knocks there. I learned how to be a fighter, to defend myself. I was always being bullied around by people when I was a kid in South Carolina, by white boys, black boys, Latino boys, anybody in general. I guess I attracted all the bullies, and I used to get my butt whooped and everything. And it just got to me when I was in New York. I got bullied for the last time. Got jumped, as we used to say in New York, got beat up by some guys, and I decided not to take it anymore and fight back. And that's just me. I started doing weights, and I had all these things, and I was looking for something greater. I left Catholicism because I was never really a Catholic, though my mom and dad were, but not heavy, hardcore. And in India, I found so much spirituality, nothing. And they told me, you don't have to follow anybody. Don't, just understand that we're all one. God is one. We're all one. If you want to look at God as Jesus Christ or as Allah or as Buddha or as Durga or as Krishna or as Radha or as Mahadev or as whatever, or as a tree or as a dollar bill sign, whatever, as a machine gun, that's your way of looking at it. Well, they didn't tell me that about the machine gun or the dollar sign. They told me about Durga and whatever and the other forms of representation of God. Here's Braham Yoga again. The people here are such lovely people. The people that Suraj and her and the other one Deepak, excellent people. Gateway of India, gateway to India, there in Mumbai. So yeah, my journey has been long and hard. It has had a lot of happy moments and a lot of miserable ones, sad ones, depression. I was in the States. I went back in 2010 because I've been living in Colombia for 23 years. Basically, for 2 years in between back in the States, I didn't like it. I wanted to commit suicide. I was so depressed. I've had most of my life since I was 14 years old suicidal tendencies. but never went through with it. Even when I went to India, I reveal this now. When I bought my tickets to go to India in the beginning first and everything, I was so happy about going that way. I was not thinking suicide or anything. Then a few months before traveling that way, like 2.5 months or 3 months, I had this big spat with my dad and the family, and I'm like, what the hell? And I just got so depressed, and I just didn't want to be here anymore. Look at Mumbai, craziness. The madness is beauty. The chaos is beauty. It's organized beauty. You just have to go there and live it. If you criticize it and you don't really see it with different eyes, but just with the eyes of criticism, then you won't see the beauty in Mumbai or in Delhi or anywhere in the world. But I did go to India. At the end, I wanted to go and just drown in Varanasi. And when I landed in India, I forgot. I mean, have any of you ever decided that you wanted to, just end life, but then you had this spiritual awakening really big time, and you said, and I too, look at Varanasi. These are the Naga sadhus from the Akara groups and whatever. They're cremating somebody over there, and this is where I was going to drown myself, kill myself, but I didn't do it, and I am not going to do it. And look at all the beauty of the sadhus, the Naga sadhus. This is during the Shiva, the Kumbh Mela. And they had just returned from Allahabad. So you guys can leave it in the comments section. How do you feel about spirituality, life in general, spiritual India? Tell us, tell me, leave your comments below. That's where they were burning one of the sadhus that had already passed on, that abandoned his body. I love this whole thing. I want all of this to come back to us, and we will overcome this moment of difficulty we're going through since 2020 around the world. We will overcome this. This will be a long forgotten memory. For now, we're living through it, but let's keep our heads up. Varanasi is awesome. This is old Varanasi. Ganga Ma, Jai Ganga Ma, Jai Mahadev, Jai Yamuna, Jai Hind, Jai India. Thank you, India. Thank you, Bharat. Thank you, the people of India, the beautiful people I met. This is part 1 of what I'm talking about. I will talk more in the next video. This was such an awesome experience, and I'm going back to live there. If you will have me there, India, the people of Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, of Bihar, Maharashtra, Goa, Odisha, etc., Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, everywhere, in Nepal as well as Sri Lanka. I'm going, please accept me. I am in your service as a travel vlogger. Tell your stories through me. When you meet me, ask me to interview you, and you can tell your story to the world. I will, on this channel, Sweet Wanderings with Edwin Toro. India. I love you, India. Yes, I had some headaches there, but whatever. Who cares? I love India. Jai Sadhus, Jai Naga Sadhus, Jai the whole world, Jai Ganesh. So guys, these are just the way I see things, my life. This is not an absolute truth. This is my relative truth. Say what you will, think what you will. This is just my opinion. This is the way I see life. There is no right, there is no wrong, there is no good, there's no bad. It's just interpretations. I see life this way, but I impose it on nobody. I love you all. Catch you with part 2. Catch you guys with part 2 while I reveal more stuff. And I love travel vlogging. I'm doing this. I forget which way to look at this, whatever. So, hey, I'm just mellow about it. I love you all. Happy, healthy, prosperous, with a lot of happy and cool adventures and travels in 2021. Stay safe, stay happy, laugh a lot, laugh your butts off.